Hello, hello. As you can see here, we're playing a different game today. This is the King of Fighters 98 Ultimate. Wait, let me make sure I got the right title for this because it's a kind of a long one. It's not the original one. Okay, so it's the King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match Final Edition. Talk about a mouthful, huh? So this is actually an updated version of a title that was released in 1998. Back in the early 90s, or the mid to late 90s to early 2000s, SNK had the habit of releasing a new King of Fighters title every year. Most of the time it was just a roster change, with some removed, some added, and it advanced the story. Now, between 1994, which was the first in the King of Fighters official, release entries, I should probably explain better on that one before going on. The concept of the King of Fighters tournament existed all the way back in the Fatal Fury games, to where the first couple were called the King of Fighters, and then later in 1994 it became an official, a split-off franchise with its own storylines and everything. However, it would actually feature characters from both created for the King of Fighters as well as crossovers from within the SNK's library, like Fatal Fury characters, Art of Fighting characters. And it ended up becoming one of the earliest examples of a compilation fighter long before Smash Bros. Came out. You could call it the SNK's version of Smash Bros. Because it incorporated a lot of SNK properties. Some new ones, some returning characters, and so on. Now, 1994 was the first one in the official King of Fighters release schedule, and it featured the Saga of the Oach, which was basically the SNK's take on the eight-headed mythological serpent of Japanese mythology. Now let's see here. Now every basically whenever a story arc concluded, SNK would release a compilation fighter of the previous three games. With the first one here, which is 98, is actually a compilation of the Oach Saga, which is 94, 95, 96, and 97. 94 and 95 featured Rugo Bernstein as the final boss, and 96 featuring Goenitz. I think it's actually pronounced Gintz. It's one of those really early ones that's hard to tell sometimes for me. And 97 featured the actual final boss of Oach. Now, after this came the 99, the NES Saga series, which is 99, 2000, and 2001. After that, you got the 2002 Ultimate Match, which is a compilation of the NES games. So it features primarily characters who appeared in the NES Saga. Now, new to okay, I'm gonna bring it to practice. Okay, so here we go. That's still loud. Okay, I'm going to need to adjust the sound at some point. Because I turned this down outside of the game and it's still very loud. So as I was saying, 98. See here, these are all characters who appeared in the 98 Saga. Right up to in the series prior to 1998. And we feature a lot of characters who are new to the series, such as Saisu Kusanagi here. And this is Boss's team. This, the 98 Ultimate, Ultimate Match is where characters like Geese, Krauser, and Mr. Big, who were previously available in King of Fighters 96, were first available in 98. And there's a lot of secret characters in this game. Like I see. Okay, so you actually have alternate. Oh, whoops, wrong button. You actually have alternate versions of the characters, accessed by holding down select over certain ones. So you got 3. I think. Okay, so if I remember correctly, here are real bout versions, which is basically characters as they function in real bout. Fatal Fury, which is a different movesets and everything. Here you got the Art of Fighting ones. Now, if I remember correctly, the alternate versions of Mai and King are also real bout. And I believe these are also real bout as well. Same for Geese here. And we also have the wild versions of Leona and Iori. Now, the wild version is basically Okay, I'm not just gonna pull it up and show you how it works. It's better to go inside the game and show gameplay and stuff before it started properly. So practice mode. Let's see. I think it's going off with stuff I was testing before. Yeah.
Lady, go!
Okay, so pause it. Now, as you can see here, these are basically alternate versions of Iori and Leona. Now, what this is depending on the translation, it's either Riot of the Blood or Wild. Now, it's interchangeable, but it means the same thing. Okay, let's see. The best way to describe it is basically the SNK version of Evil Ryu, to where Evil Ryu is where the Satoru no Hado takes him over and makes him a killing machine. Here, it's basically the same concept, where it's the Oach blood inside these two make them go crazy. Now it's not just a cosmetic thing either. As you'll see here. Oh, forgot we can change the stage on the fly. As you can see here, she moves a lot faster, and she has a different run animation. And she also has different expressions, as well as her auto animation. Now let's see. I forgot how. I remember changing some of these controls around. Let's see. Provocation. I can't remember which one that was. I think it's the. Okay, no. No, that's not it. Oh, right. Okay, different taunt animation too. Now, notice how fast she's moving, and she becomes more primal in appearance. Now we'll go back to switch.
Lady, go!
Yeah, notice her animations have totally changed in her normal form versus her wild form. So much like Shinokuma and Evil Ryu in some of the games, it actually does have major gameplay differences here. Now show Iori's normal form. Just pick a random one, make it quicker.
Lady, go!
As you can see, different animations. And now show your wild Iori. Now he does actually keep his red animation, but it is a little different. He's much faster, and he's also got more power in him. I think he takes actually more damage though. It's kind of like Shinokuma and God Rugel, to where they have a huge damage increase taken in, but they also have a lot of power on them. So anyway, now let's take a look at special moves. DM is basically kind of like a super combo. It's called Desperation move, but it's also this is also called the Super Desperation move. Now, if you thought Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter had complicated, button combos, you ain't seen shit. It's also a bit of a pain in the ass, some of these. And if you charge up to max, you get an enhanced version. As you can see, it does a lot of damage. Anyway, let's exit out of this. So, the wild versions do have actual mechanical changes. It's not just a cosmetic thing like Evil Ryu tends to be. And interestingly enough, in the first crossover between Capcom and SNK, which was called Match of the Millennium back on the Neo Geo Pocket Color, Evil Ryu and Wild Iori were the final bosses, depending on which side characters you were playing. If you were playing SNK, you got Ryu. If you were playing Capcom, you got Iori instead. That became a later trend of the SNK versus Capcom crossovers, to where the SNK character would get a Capcom boss, and the Capcom character would get an SNK boss. Oh, and if you think Shao Kahn and Bison are cheap fucks, you have not seen a goddamn thing at all yet. Oh my god, SNK bosses are much more toxic if you're playing on higher difficulty. Anyway, let's put up the intro, because it actually has a different intro depending on if you're playing the Neo Geo mode or the regular one. So we can just hit back and it pulls it up.
It all began in 94, kept on rolling in 95, Chizuru replaced in 96, it came to the hand in 97, and now it comes, and here we go, KOF is here again, nothing's gonna stop, it's 1998.
Okay, now we look at the Neo Geo version. It's actually interesting how faithful they kept it.
It all began in 94, kept on rolling in 95, Chizuru replaced in 96, it came to the hand in 97, and now it comes, and here we go, KOF is here again, nothing's gonna stop, it's 1998.
So it's called the Dream Match Never Ends. However, it's actually called the Slugfest normally, which is what the actual original one's called is the Slugfest. Now, something to note is KOF 98 and 2002 do not have any story modes. It's basically playing for fun and everything. It's a dream match, so there's no actual storyline. It's all right though. So now we're going into this properly. Since there's infinite time, I can go over most of these teams and such. Here we have the New Faces team, which were introduced in '97. However, in reality, they were actually the Orochi team, and they have alternate forms that you can access by here. And they also have different music if you fight them. If you fight their real forms normally. They also have different movesets and all that. This is Rugal Bernstein, who is pretty much the iconic boss of the King of Fighters franchise. He tends to show up as one of the boss level characters for crossovers as well. As noticed a few minutes ago with the commentary about God Rugal. And this is Omega Rugal, his alternate form, which is a powered up version. Gens here was the final boss of 96, as I said earlier, and he's still pretty fucking strong. Geese Howard is a recurring boss from the Fatal Fury series, and he appeared in 96 originally, before being included in later revisions of 98. Krauser was Fatal Fury 2, and Mr. Big is from Art of Fighting. This is Iori's original team from 90. Let's see, I think it was 95, maybe 96. No, it's in 96 because 95 he was with Billy Kane over here in IG. Where is IG? Oh, right there, yeah. But yeah, 95 he was with Billy Kane in IG. 96 he had Mature and Vice, who were Rugal's secretaries. And this is the Korea team, which is led by Kim Kaf-won, who you may remember from me commenting about when I was talking about Iori during Street Fighter 4. And this was probably one of the most famous Taekwondo characters in the fighting game until Capcom decided to make one with Iori, so now we got Kim and Iori. This is the Ikari Warriors team. These two were actually in the original Ikari Warriors game, hence the team's name. And this is Kyo, who is meant to be the main lead of the King of Fighters series, alongside the hero team. Now, interestingly enough, the Orochi team here is actually supposed to be a dark mirror of Kyo in the hero team. You know, Yashiro is a mirror of Goro. Shermie is a mirror of Benimaru, and Chris is a mirror of Kyo. And here we have Terry Bogard, his brother, and Joe, who were the original three fighters of Fatal Fury. And Terry is probably one of the most iconic, most recognizable SNK characters. He has been included in Smash. And Rio, Robert, and Iori here are from Art of Fighting. Now, Iori is actually Iori is an interesting character because she's meant to be a parody of Dan from the Street Fighter games, who was a parody of Ryu. Sorry, not Ryu, but Ryo. I don't know why I said Ryo for him, but yeah, these guys are from Art of Fighting. This is originally the sub-boss of King of Fighters 96, who later appeared as a playable character in 97. Alongside, you know, if you play as her with, you know, in a team of Kyo and Iori, you get the actual true ending of King of Fighters 97, the Sacred Treasures team. And Mai needs no introduction. And just remember, she's not in Smash, but Bayonetta is. And Blue Mary is a Fatal Fury character, as are these two guys. You know, these two over here. And this is as far as I know, this is actually an original team that first appeared in '94. I think they may have actually come from SNK sports games prior. I'm not sure, but I remember hearing something about that. And this here is the Psycho Soldier team. Athena is actually from the 1985 game called Athena. You know, I believe it's actually called Athena instead of Athena. I've always read it as Athena, but I believe it's actually pronounced Athena. I don't know why, it's fucking weird, but anyway, Psycho Soldier team. And something interesting about Athena is that she actually changes her appearance in every single game she appears in. Which is funny because, for the most part, SNK keeps their character sprites and such, you know, pretty consistent across games. It's only during major storyline shifts, like from Orochi to Ness, that you see sprite upgrades. They are very consistent. Whereas, if you look at other fighting games, they tend to redraw them or redo them every one or two titles. So that's what I was perceived it as. Okay, and also Kasumi Toto over here is from Art of Fighting. She's wait, where's the? Okay, let's see. What? This one that her dad was in this. I forgot his name. I think his name was Gendo, but she actually shows up in the versus Capcom versus SNK games. And this is also the old Masters team. Hydern here is Leona's adopted father, and he used to have her place on the Ikari Warriors team alongside Ralph and Clark, but ever since '96, she's replaced him. Kuma is the father of Ryo, and also has an alternate form, not in this game, but in Art of Fighting and some other games where he's called Mr. Karate. And then Saisyu, as I said, is Kyo's father. He was also a sub-boss in 1995. And apparently, and I remember he was actually very strong, so was Rugal. I don't think I'm missing anybody, anybody particularly other than, in terms of teams. Anyway, oh yeah, I forgot to say something interesting about the Korea team is other than being led by Kim, the Taekwondo user, these two are actually on convicts on a work release program with him because he thinks he can redeem them. That's their big story is that these two are convicts, and he can, he's got them in the King of Fighters tournament to redeem them. Anyway. So we're going to do a custom team. Okay, we're going to do Orochi. Might as well go for comedy up in here.
Round one.
So something interesting is that Orochi is toned. The bosses are toned down in 98 Ultimate Match Final. However, they are still actually pretty strong if you know how to use them right. Like for Orochi, you should just be spamming the shit out of his super desperation move. You have the stocks for it because it is extremely strong, especially when powered up. That's odd. There we go. As you can see, a lot of damage. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, so I need to do the other one. Let me look here. Ah, it's a punch. Okay, that's the one that's the really strong one. So this is kind of bullshit Orochi can do. He doesn't even have to look at you. He doesn't even have to touch you to fuck you up. That's what makes it so funny. Oh yeah, I gotta talk about the music.
Hey, come on, come on.
Lady, go!
Okay, so music in the King of Fighters game is akin to early Street Fighter games, some Street Fighter games, to where it is not dependent on the stage, but who the character you are fighting. Now the priority is it goes team first, then it goes special for certain ones. For like a character like Geese, you'll get the special Geese no Nikki Katakori theme instead of a generic boss theme. So that attack was so fucking obnoxious back in '97. I remember dying a lot to it.
Lady, go!
You can tell I'm letting out some frustration here. Look at that, see? It is an extremely strong attack. And I don't think this is actually difficult or anything. It's just that strong normally. Okay, I don't think I have stock for it. But okay, so I'm kind of messed it all up there. Also, yeah, they have different wind poses depending on whether or not they're in the right, the wild form. Okay, we got Art of Fighting team.
Round one! Lady, go!
And you can just spam his projectiles, Orochi, and just really fuck shit up. And you notice how it's doing chip damage. Yeah, see, we can just spam this. Look at this. He just done nothing. Now, and also, I forgot to talk about the gauge meters. I'll have to do that. I'm probably gonna do at least 1 or 2 3v3 runs in this to show off different teams and such. But I forgot to talk about the gauges, and I am so sorry. You saw how much damage that did? Also, you can tell if a super move is powered up or not by the flash before it performs. A regular one is blue, a powered up one is orange.
3は
Ready, go!
Like I just gave up.
Perfect!
I need to check the difficulties. I don't think this is on a low difficulty or anything.
Ready, go! KO!
So as Orochi, the AI is just really abusable by spamming projectile and going for what's it called again? I'll check in a second.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Let's see. Okay, yeah, spamming encompassing chaos. Now, something interesting to note about the early King of Fighters titles is the teams were not known as what they are now. They were known by their country. So the Fatal Fury team was actually called Italy team, for example, because they had an Italian stage. While the the Hero team was actually in a Japanese stage, so called Japan team, and so on. I think only in 95 and onwards is where they stopped doing that. Also, by the way, this shit's screen wide. So Orochi is really, really strong. And if you're playing in a tournament that has 98, the Steam version 98, it doesn't ban Orochi, don't play that tournament. Because there is some cheesing coming on. Okay, and I gotta talk about Shingo. Shingo is basically meant to be to Kyo what Sakura is to Ryu. As you can see, he dresses up like him and emulates his fighting style, even his pose.
Go!
What the hell? Also, Shingo has his own special music called Still Green. Wait, that actually didn't kill him? That's unusual. Okay, I think we got the okay, now normally they're called the New Faces team. Their true form is the Orochi. Now, like later Street Fighter titles, there's actually special interactions. However,
Ready, go!
hey, okay, so I'm pretty sure that actually was one of the special interactions. Because I don't think Shermie does that with anybody other than Orochi. And it's also a clue towards her real identity.
KO! Perfect! Round 2.
Yeah, okay, I'm pretty sure it is in fact a special interaction with Orochi. Ah, crap. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that is in fact a special interaction. I can't remember seeing those two do that with anybody else.
Round 3. やだな。強そう。Ready, go!
Notice how even block that does a shitload of damage. That is how strong Orochi is. Why you should not be playing any tournaments that don't ban him out. Honestly, you should ban any of the boss characters. Both actual bosses and, quasi-bosses. Because they are extremely strong.
Round 1. Ready,
Wow.
Winner.
Went down like a punk.
Lady, go!
You delayed the inevitable. I guess just, yeah, I'm just doing that. It's like they're doing that now. Ah, crap. Take the cheap way out. Trying to show off the other super desperation move he has.
Round 3. Lady, go!
That throw's just so BM. Alright, so we got Omega Rugal, who was always the final boss of 98 and 2002. So you always get 6 stages, and then you get fight Rugal. So this is at your recreation of this King of Fighters 94 stage. Only, you know, there's a lot more fucking metal here. Come on. There we go. Crap. So you can't really see why Omega Rugal is so fucking scary. Because I definitely checked the difficulty setting. This seems really, strange. Now, since there are no endings and everything, this is, like I said, a dream match thing. So it just goes through the credits. It shows a little thing at the end of the game. Oh! Huh. So this is special. There was a special combo name for that. Interesting. Okay, so basically, I don't know what the ultimate mode is. I've never actually used it, I think. Advanced is what we just saw, where you can build it up over time and stock, extras for quick spamming of, super, desperation moves. Extra works as basically, trying to think of a game that has a mechanic similar. You basically charge up, and then you can do a special move once it's fully, a super desperation move once it's fully charged. I can't remember. It's really escaping me what games would have this correctly. Honestly, I cannot remember. It's failing my memory right now. But there is a fighting game or so that does have a charge mechanic like that. I may be thinking of early Dragon Ball Z games like Hyper Dimension or something, but I don't think so. So I'll show extra. Now let's see who to show off next. Might as well show the Sacred Treasure scheme. think I messed my order up. Yeah.
Ready, go!
Now let me look over his. Oh god, I forgot how messed up it was. Some characters only have one super desperation move. Actually, now that I think about it, it actually may be messed up. You have to use very specific ones. Okay, let me... Okay, so you have to use very specific characters to get the special names. It's a bit asinine, I know, but... You can't use alternate versions. If you use alternate versions, you have to go full on with that. Like, okay, so... If you combine... Let's say, you know, the real version of Yashiro with, you know, the New Faces version of Shermie and Chris, you won't get, you know, the New Faces team or the Orochi team. You know, just get a thing called a custom edit one.
Round one. Ladies,
Yep. Okay, that was definitely a custom one for Orochi. Let me look at this. Oh, okay, so I get it now. I think what we saw was actually the King of Fighters 94 version of Kyo. Here, this is a more updated one where he actually has more another one. So I was right. You do see different movesets depending on which one you pick. I wonder why he's just spamming that. Oh, he got me. Damn! Kind of BM, huh? I wonder, let me see. Okay, I don't think you can switch it to English. But a lot of these, you know, a lot of these intros and such have special, you know, things with each other. So something interesting about this is you can actually charge it. And King of Fighters seems to be a more technical fighter versus, you know, Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat being rewarding of spamming moves and all that. Because I believe King of Fighters seems to be more technical and all that. Let's see. Damn. I swear I used to be decent with these two. Yeah.
Winner! Round 4!
So she has that special intro against characters that are considered evil. So Orochi, members, because she's actually a priestess, well, Shinto priestess, I believe. I don't even know how to comment about that. Let me look at. Oh, it's a kick one. Wow, it's been so long since I played some of these characters, I don't really remember anything about them. Okay, something seems off, but I'm gonna check the difficulty. Maybe do a different one instead of... Kinda get meta in here, huh? So this is something that was actually in the original King of Fighters games, to where if you had a if you lost, you could actually do something like this. Whoa! I didn't choose that. I guess it's got a time limit on it. I'm gonna try to see if I can get back to the main menu. This is all messed up now. So I didn't want to pick these characters.
Ready, go!
Alright, we started. Now let me check the options. So it's 3, alright. Yeah, just make it quicker to get through all this. Random select, I don't know what that setting is. So this is mostly to show off certain aspects of it. So the quicker we can get this, be better if we can get this quicker. So it's on 3. Alright, alright.
Ready, go!
Taking the beat? Oh, that's interesting. Considering there's actually some secret bosses. Wait, am I hitting the right button? Okay, so I am. There we go. Shit, I'm getting wrecked. Okay, so I guess it's kind of finicky on when that wants to go through. God damn it. That just looks so goddamn stupid, that pose.
Ready, go!
Okay, let me check. So it's... Okay. Alright, I gotta figure out something here. Readjust it. Clearly I suck. It's been that long Since I play your SNK games. You ain't hitting wrong buttons. Oh, it goes to 7. Goes home with the 8 back in the day. There.
King of Fighters! Round 1!
ぜ
Lady, go!
見せてやる凪の拳を見せてやる凪の拳を鬼が甘えぜおりゃ
Come on.
見せてやる凪の拳を
There we go. Oh, so let me look at it again. Basically, same as Iori's One for the Road. Okay. Holy shit. There. Okay, well, it counts, it counts. So that was weird but funny.
Lady, go!
Get off me! So something I don't like about the change here is how super desperation moves are done. In the original, it was basically you had to be low, you had to have critical life bar, and all of your moves would be super desperation moves. And if you had a stock bar. Here you just need to power, hit the charge mode, and then bam. I don't like it getting knocked right out of that. Come on. Yep, well, take it. So something interesting about King there is that she's actually, a Muay, I think it's pronounced Muay Thai. I can't remember. Muay Thai fighter, just like Sagat. I think in some way she was meant to be SNK's answer to Sagat.
Lady, go!
Don't think you like that much. So I think in order to get the special bosses for 98 to show up, you have to do a lot of super desperation move finishes.
Round 2. やだな。強そう。Ready, go!
Freaking out.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Okay, so you can block part of that. Interesting. There we go. So you have to get at least 6 super desperation move finishes, I believe, in order to get them to show. You can't lose it either. It's got some things in common with how to get access to Shinakuma, depending on the Street Fighter title.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Take it.
KO!
We're about to lose anyway.
Round 2.
So something else I haven't talked about yet is the 3-on-3 here. This King of Fighters is actually the first series, as far as I know, to incorporate 3-on-3 fighting before it became practically a standard in most other contemporaries. So I think that's what, 4 now? Gotta just keep going.
Round 3. Ready, go!
So as you can see, Joe here is a Muay Thai fighter. But he's also more of a comedic one, as opposed to King, who is more serious. And both are considered the instances of God. I kind of forgotten about Joe when talking about King. Oh, there it is, special boss. So he will replace, Shingo, I guess. So as you can see, he actually has the ability to put some real pressure out on you if you're not careful. Even on his handicap that we got in our favor, he was still able to do that. Even not taking into account how bad I am at this kind of game. Also, yes, I am sure people will make the Polnareff jokes, so go ahead and make the jokes now. We're all thinking Polnareff. Yeah, the funny part is, since I'm pretty sure Stardust Series came up before King of Fighters 94, Benimaru might actually be a tribute to Polnareff. I would have to look into it, but I don't think it is. It just may just be coincidental. Yeah, since he got electricity powers, that's probably how his hair stays up all the time. What the hell was that? just kicked him in the ass. Straight up boot to the ass.
Round 4.
炎がお前を呼んでるぜ。なら燃え尽きろ。潔くな。
Lady, go!
So Kyo is Iori's rival normally. That's against that special intro. Well, take what we can get. The special theme music, I think that was actually King of Fighters 9's 4th Kyo. It sounded more closer to it. Okay, we got the Ochi team this time. So interesting about the Ochi team is that they have separate themes for each one. The poses in different colors indicate this is the Ochi team.
さあ楽しもう。僕の炎。Lady, go!
Kind of fitting that we get the Ochi team while playing the Sacred Treasure theme.
Lady, go!
So you know these guys are more than just palette swap. They actually have different skill sets, you know, different desperation moves. Doesn't seem to, does not seem to want to let me do any moves. Okay, well that was weird.
Round 3. Lady, go!
So I guess cut my about something. Something interesting about the Ochi stage here is it changes depending on which character is out, rather than so. As you see with the previous ones, the round depending on show the time of day. In the Ochi stage, it's whichever the Ochi member out is whichever Ochi member is actually out will change the stage to it. Yashiro will show violent earth and everything. Chris will show violent flames, and we'll see lightning with Shermie. Ochi himself will turn into kind of like a ghostly thing. I think I can pull it up and practice after this to show what I'm talking about. Well, I'll take it. Oh, we got a different final boss. Interesting. I thought it was always going to be Omega Rugal. In the original 98, it's always Omega Rugal. See, this is what I was talking about with Orochi changing the stage.
Lady, go!
And this is how it looked in 97 as well. So since the difficulties have been changed, turned down so much, and we are using different settings than normal, we can't really see the typical bullshit SNK bosses. The original Neo Geo arcade version, oh my god, it was painful, sheer and utter pain. Well, holy shit! I don't remember that intro. So you can see as him, Ochi's presence can cause the riot of the blood status, wild status. I do not remember that intro at all. So the super desperation moves can change things entirely. God, I'm getting flashbacks to King of Fighters 97 all over again. Let me look here at the list. Ah, he got me. Alright, so... Oh, did write it down? Oh. Had to tab out for a second. So interesting enough, even with the handicap like that, you can still get fucked up, as you can see here. So maybe we are seeing some of the SNK boss bullshit. And you gotta remember, every time you die, you lose to the boss, they get they get hit points back. You want to stay back from that. So the implication with that, the enhanced version of that is wild side breaking out. There is, you can see this later version of Leona. There we go. That makes sense. Nope. There we go. Okay, so we skip towards it. Divine Vessels. Okay, they're actually called Divine Vessels in this game. In 97, they were called Sacred Treasures. And through a secret way. Okay, so in 96 it was hard, but you could actually unlock Chizuru for regular use in the arcade version. And it was if you had her in the same team as Iori and Kyo, you would get and then Goenitz being sealed away. However, it's in 97 when she was actually fully playable. Normally, it was actually called Sacred Treasures then, so you would need that to see the true ending of 97, which is where Orochi got sealed away. So I think we'll do one more. I'm trying to remember. Let me see if I can actually find a list of the special teams in this. Oh, hit the wrong button. Okay, so yes, there is a list of special teams here. Okay. So we got, I'm tapping out, looking at it. This is on the wiki, on the SNK wiki, for anybody who wants to take a look at it. There's a lot of teams here. Mid-bosses are the edit team, which is Kasumi, IG, and Shingo. Oh. I guess it's any one of them. You got single mid-boss of Rugo. Okay, yeah, Rugo, Wild Leona, Wild Iori. Then you got sub-boss team of Yagami, which is, well, said by him, is a 96 team. Masters, American Sports Team. Then you got Awaken, 96 bosses. Okay. Okay, now I'm seeing. This is listing better the characters. The alternate Kyo was 95 Kyo, which is probably one with a less super desperation moves. Then you got Real Bout Terry and Real Bout Andy and Real Bout Mai. KF94 Joe. Okay, yeah. Yeah, a lot of these are from Real Bout Fatal Fury too. And then you got some from previous KO King of Fighters. Okay, so special edit is 3 Sacred Treasures. I don't know why it's called Divine Vessels in this one, but it's normally called Sacred Treasures. Then you got the Shingo team. Boss team of 98. And Rugo. Symbol Heroes. Oh. Number 2, number 3. Fodder team. Baseball team. Button mashing team, really? Oh, that just seems to be meta as hell. Then you got the Serpent Wave team. Oh, huh. That's not what I would have thought of. Sakazaki, Team, Och Ladies, Och Men, Kusanagi Style, Comedians team. Cute team, what? Got the Cap team, Fake Hero, okay. Utter Ikari, huh. Oh, Neo Heroines. Some of these are ones I'd never considered, I'd never thought that would be actually in the game. Got one for a birthday team, really? Then you got the former Art of Fighting team, which was the original KOF 94 Art of Fighting team, huh. Oh, then you got the former Ikari team, former women's, which is 94 England, 95 Rival, Ninja team, 96 women's, Young King, okay. Skinhead! Okay, that was unexpected. You got the Skinhead team, which is Yeah, Chang Kohan, Choi Bounge, and Big, which is referring to them being bald. Oh my god, that's messed up. Shingo Detest, which is Iori, Yashiro, Ryuji. Awaken team, which is the first one we did totally by accident, because I thought it'd be cool. Got the grown arm. Okay, that's unusual. Oh, you got the Heavenly Kings team, which is Goenitz, Yashiro, Shermie, or Chris. I think we'll do that. You got the Hard Punch, which is Yashiro, Ryo, and Heavy D. Okay, so I think we'll do the Heavenly Kings team. Because Goenitz is honestly kind of bullshit.
Round 1.
さあ、神に祈りなさい。
Lady, go!
So, as you can see here, it's self-listed in Cyrillic. Why? I don't know. But you do see the translations anyway. So, Goenitz is the Heavenly King of Wind. And he's got some pretty funny moves, pretty strong moves, rather. I can get him to pull off anyway. There we go. Look at that. Knocks the fuck out of him. You got hit by that in 96, you were kind of fucked. He was that strong back then, I remember this.
Round 2. Lady, go!
ここですか？ここですか？ここですか？
Wait, was it a punch or a kick? Oh, I see.
KO! Winner!
悔い改めなさい。
Round 3.
Hey, come on, come on!
Lady, go!
What the hell is that? Whoa! I don't know what the hell I just did, but it was cool.
Round 1. バビッとやっつけちゃうぞ。
さあ、神に祈りなさい。
Lady, go!
ここですか？ここですか？いかがです？いかがです？
Look at this. Okay, I think it's the second one there. The Wahanyo Tokobose. The fact that I could say that without sounding like I mispronounced it is kind of amazing, huh? Oh no, I think it's actually Wanhyo Mametetsu. Yeah, I think that's the one. That's in the strong punch button instead.
ここですか？ ご加護があらぬこと。
I should probably remove the demo cut for. I think you can disable that in fight cutscenes. Now I was doing it reliable just now. So okay. So being a boss character, Goenitz is very strong. You know, even without this advantage here, he is that strong.
Lady, go!
Hit from the right, I can't hit from the left. That's weird. Man, it's fucking weird. Alright, go right into it, buddy.
Lady, go!
ここですか。神罰です。
So I think something wrong with Goenitz here is that thing is really fucking hard to catch. Like, you see how he teleports, and I think that's the problem with it. It's very hard to block that shit. You don't see it coming at times. And even the unpowered version, you know, the regular version, it's hard as hell. And see here, he's got some real fucking priority. Whoa! It's nice to see that bullshit working in our favor for a change. After suffering so much of it in Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. Okay, we got Wild Iori again.
Round one.
神に祈りなさい。
Lady Go!
So something interesting about Wild Iori and Goenitz is that in Iori's King of Fire's 96 ending, he goes wild and kills Mature and Vice. Now, it's implied that this is actually canonical, that when Goenitz was defeated, regardless of who did it, he ended up causing Iori to go wild in the process, killing those two because they're considered dead after King of Fire's 97. So it's actually really interesting, the relationship between the two. On top of in 97, either Leona or Iori always goes wild, but I don't know who is considered the canon one there. It's probably Leona, since I don't think it's ever mentioned, ever really mentioned whether or not Iori does go, wild after 96. So it's probably Leona. Oh, it actually put this block. Interesting. Okay, since we didn't get a different music this time, it is 98 Kyo here. Okay, I'll just backhand him. Sit down. Okay, so we got the Orochi team again.
Lady Go! Lady Go!
We got the Orochi team. It'll probably be Orochi for the final boss. Man, can't land it from the left at all. There we go. I have no idea why it's easy for me to get through from right to left. That's so weird.
改め
Round 3.
神のご加護があらんこと
Lady, go!
ここですかいかがですいかがですよっいかよっいかがです神罰です神罰です
So after this, I'm going to show off some of the special intros because I think King of Fighters was the first series in a major fighting game series that actually do start doing these special intros well before Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat did. Yeah, we got Orochi again. Okay.
Round 1. Lady, go!
ここですか神罰です神罰です
Whoa! Oh, it's a jump instead of just a teleport. Interesting. That was a straight up teleport, but you see the sprite disappearing quickly. Okay, so we can skip past this.
Game over.
Oh, it didn't show it. Interesting. There was, I guess, it didn't. I guess it wasn't technically one. That's right. Okay. That's so odd. You don't get special one or not. It may be some kind of unofficial team here. I don't know. But anyway, let's show off some of these special intros. Okay, so where's there? We'll show Terry versus Geese.
Come on.
Lady, go!
So that's something you don't see normally unless you play Terry against Geese, because this is actually a callback to the 96 intro, which was, you know, basically a different timeline of the. Okay, so it's kind of, I gotta explain. This is gonna get real confusing if I don't otherwise. King of Fighters is considered a separate setting where some of the characters from other franchises don't have certain events. In Fatal Fury, Geese dies after a duel with Terry. This does not happen in the King of Fighters series, which takes place, which is its own timeline separate from the Fatal Fury, Art of Fighting, and all the other games. So here. This is where Terry is still looking for vengeance on Geese after Geese killed his father. Hence the intro of him, acting like that, and Geese just not giving a fuck. Now let's see. Should get a special intro with Leona and Hydern.
Leona Hydern, 必ず任務遂行します。
As you can see here.
Lady, go!
Now, if I remember correctly, she's basically saying she's reporting for duty. It's been a long time since I looked at the translations of some of these lines, but if I remember correctly, that's what she's saying. It makes sense considering the pose and how, Hydern reacts. Now, Mai and Andy have special interactions that change in every game, and they're usually really, really funny. Okay, so it's not this one. Now, something interesting is, depending on the version of 98, the fighting thing will actually wait until that intro is done. Yeah, it's considered it's kind of like people think it's like out of respect to the relationship that they'll wait until they're done with the intro before they start talking. Before they start the normal audio of a pre-fight and all that. Now I think Geese. I'm trying to remember who else has a. There might be an intro between Andy and Geese. Let's take a look. It's been so long since I don't really remember some of these.
Come on.
Yeah.
Lady
Yeah, Andy and Terry get different ones like that. Now let's see here. I'm trying to remember who else had some really good intros. You might get, if I'm correct, there is one between Rugal and Hydern.
その流れ星落ちる定めにあったのだうざくか
Go!
So you get to see that. Now, there should be one for Mr. Big and Ryo, considering they're from the same game and all.
off
Lady Go! King of Fighters!
Now, mature advice for Rugal's secretaries in 94 and 95. So, we should see something here.
虜にしてあげますわ Lady Go!
So they use Iori's theme. It's a 96 theme.
King of Fighters!
Should be something between Seed and Athena.
もう恥ずかしいな Lady Go!
See, like I said, they pronounce it Athena instead of Athena.
King of Fighters!
Now, there should be one between Blue Mary and Terry.
Lady Go! King of Fighters!
I'm trying to remember who else had a particularly special intro. I think we actually might see some. If we see something Iori getting go into wild status around Oach, we might see something with Leona. Let's see, because I am kind of curious now. Okay, seems not.
Lady Go! King of Fighters!
And I wonder. Okay, I'm gonna check because I'm actually kind of curious if that was something only in the story or not. It may have just been a story thing, but we'll see in a second. Nope, it is only Iori. Interesting.
Lady Go!
I think it might be because story-wise, Iori is much more emotional and everything. And by the time of 97, had already entered the state at least once, going by what I said earlier. But at some point during Leona's story, backstory, she actually entered the state. It was caused by Goenitz, though. This shit's weird. It still makes more sense than some of the shit you see in Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. Now, let's see. I remember he's got an interaction with somebody, but I can't remember who it is. And there might be one with Billy Kane and Iori because they were allies in 95. Yeah, see, there it is.
Go!
Now, interesting enough, in 90, let's see it. I think 95 is where Billy Kane was also involved. It may have been 96. But IG would actually make a... Okay, I think I remember now. In the original version of 98, when Billy Kane, the Iori, had that special intro with IG in it, but however, since IG is now playable, he is no longer in the intro. I think I can show what I'm talking about with using the Neo Geo version. So as you can see, Joe is a more comedic version of Sagat, while King is a feminine version, female version of Sagat, and also a more serious one, more serious than Joe. Okay, so let's exit out. Now I'm going to pull up the Neo Geo version. Let's see. Oh yeah, good. There is a package here. As you can see, the roster is much different compared to the original. And you look at the lower left to tell whether or not a special character is showing up. However, not all special characters are in the original version of 98. If they are, you have to unlock them. So the Steam version, 98 Ultimate Match Final is much better if you're looking for character variety. Now let's see. Let's talk about Iori. And a lot of these, the character sprites and not sprites, but the pre-match, those little portraits there, they're largely redrawn the same in 98 Ultimate. And there it is. That's what I was talking about.
Lady, go!
So that's pretty much it, for 98, because it's mostly, it's more of a competitive, it's more like a tournament fighter, honestly, than it is something you play through for the story, because there is no story. You only get a little extra bonus at the end of credits if you use a specific team combo, like we saw with 3 Vessels and Awaken and all that. And and we will be going to 2002's at some point too, because I want to talk about the stuff in there. Anyway, thanks for watching and see you next time.